Recording in progress.
Hare Krishna. So today is our 80th Independence Day. So you have gone through lot many lectures, lot many aspects of Independence Day. You do have long or big planning of that one. Some extent you are this one no happy, or sometimes we do have some kind of anguish or some other concern that it could have been done or should be done. All these things will continue to happen. But thing is that truly what is independence? Independence means when we are not dependent on anybody. Absolutely there is no person who can be independent. In this material world nobody is independent. Dependence and independence, these are very relative words. Very relative words. For example, if you tie or if you put somebody inside your room and you tie his hands and legs with the rope and allow him to be stay in the room. Now this person, and you confine the or lock the room from outside. So is he independent? No. He is, his hands and legs are tied. So he is dependent on your mercy. Now you open that. Which one? The ropes which was tying his legs and hands. Now is he free? Still he is inside the room. So some extent he or she is free from the bondage, but not absolutely happy, absolutely free. So freedom is different. It is totally a relative factor. In India, we do feel that we are some extent, we do have better freedom than Bangladesh, Pakistan, or some other countries. But sometimes we do feel that America has got better freedom than us, or or Britain, or this one no, Britishers, they do have more freedom than us. We do feel it. But what about absolute freedom? So nobody is having absolute freedom in this material world. We have to depend on the nature. Can we produce sufficient oxygen? If we want to produce oxygen, then what are the raw materials? From where we will get? If we want to produce water, where we will get resources? So totally you have to depend on the nature. We do not have anything of our own. We do not have anything. We cannot survive for a second even without taking the resources from the nature. So truly we are dependent. Truly we are dependent. So how to get escape from this dependency? How to get absolute independence? Truly whether it is absolute independence is possible? No. So we have to satisfy with our relative independence. Yes. But the best one is the highest level of independence can be obtained. As long as we are in this material world, we cannot have any kind of true independence. Then what's the way out? Way out is we have to get relief from this material world. We have to get out of this material world. Don't worry, I am not going to ask you to die immediately. No. You should think about that. You should feel it, that truly whether the English was ruling us or the Muslims were ruling us, anybody, whoever is ruling us, our dependency is on the nature. Yes, sometimes they have imposed certain rules that might have curbed our this or no movement, that might have curbed our some extent openness. But we were surviving. But until we do express our dependency on God, we cannot survive. Up to certain extent, we can survive up to 100 years, 120 years maximum. But beyond that, everybody has to die one day. So totally they are dependent on his death. Sometimes we do say that I do not depend on anybody. I do of my own. What you do? One may say that I do hard work. Okay, fine. Then you do not depend on anybody. The day you will lose your hard working capability, what will happen? Will you be dependent on somebody? Yes. So anything, whatever we do carry out in this material world has got limitations. It is very timely. It is for a moment. Everybody has to pass through the four stages of life: Janno, Jara, Vyadhi, Mrityu. Birth, old age, disease, and death. Nobody can escape from this dependency. But there is way out. There is way out. It is said in Bhagavad Gita. What can escape from this eternal cycle of life and death? But what is that? When one takes shelter under the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Always we are dependent on somebody, either on father or mother or wife or husband, or on children, or on the mercy of counselor, or on the mercy of MLA, MP, or Prime Minister, or under the mercy of Constitution. Every time we have to depend on somebody. Every time we have to depend on somebody. So better to take shelter under the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is top of the above. God says, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu Matto Sarvang Pravartete Iti Matta Bhajante Mam Buddha Bhav Samannita. God says, I am the creator of all this world, universe. I am the maintainer. Whoever has understood this, he is an intelligent guy, and he or she engage herself or himself for the devotional service. That is the true intelligence. So my say is that when we will understand the true, when we will get the true intelligence, when we will get out of this bondage of this material world, when we will feel, when we would like to run for the independence. Celebration of this Independence Day, playing certain music and all, dancing and being happy with a good feast. Just it is time pass. So one need to think upon what is the absolute happiness, what is the absolute freedom, what we can do to get relief from this material world. You can make yourself eligible to get freedom, and you can help others also. That is the absolute for the absolute freedom. So another occasion when we define that God says in 8.6 sloka Bhagavad Gita, it says, or God says, Yam yam vyapi sharan bhavam tyajo tamte kalivaram tam tame boiti konteo sada tad bhavo bhavitaha. It means that at the time of death, whatever one thinks, it becomes the gateway for the next life. Now, suppose one freedom fighter, he is going to sacrifice, he is going to offer his supreme sacrifice, or he is going to get hanged. So at the last moment, what he is carrying in his mind? Is it anguish against the English or against the person for whom he is going to be hanged? Or he will be happy? It is totally mindset of the person, but most probably he may have strong anguish against the person whom he was fighting. A same nature may put him in next life in the enemy side. How funny it is, no? You are sacrificing your life against somebody, and next life you are getting in that area, in the opposite party. So now what fight you will make in the next life? So it is good to have some extent freedom. Yes, we do acknowledge always they have made their supreme sacrifices. There is no way to deny. But once we have got it, now some more can be done. Improvement is waiting for us. Now this is the best time to think upon, to see ourselves, introspect that truly what we are doing, what independence we are enjoying. Let us go for absolute independence. Nobody is independent other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, other than the Lord. Even God once says that Aham Bhakta Paradhina hi ashatantra he dijo সাধুবীর গ্রস্ত হৃদয় ভক্তর ভক্তা জানা প্রিয়. God says, I am also not independent. I am also under the control of my devotees. My devotees are my favorite. But beyond that, my devotees are also equally favorite. So everybody runs behind the God to get him, and God is running for his devotees. So what is the wisest this one no take away from this? Let us become a devotee. Let us become a true devotee, not a Phalgu devotee. So once we'll try to become devotee. It may not be possible in this life itself, but our effort may take us to the next level. So my says that let us think about, those who are yet to start thinking, please think about what is absolute dependence, absolute independence, and that is absolutely possible when we are directly associated with Lord, who is truly independent, who is truly independent. Nobody is there above him. God says, Matto parataram nannat kinchitosti dhananjayo. Means I am the greatest one. Nobody is bigger or greater than me. So let us take shelter under his lotus feet and plan for the next. Hope I could able to convey the message about independence. So thank you very much for your patience and hearing me for this few minutes. Thank you. Hare Krishna.